think I would like coaching on Aurelion Sol just to like learn how to lane with him and when to back.
Okay, we can focus on Aurelion Sol then. You can queue up from now on.
Mm.
And then we can also talk about the champion. You wanna play a ranked game, don't bother with normal games. Yep, we need, you can start. You wanted to go mid lane, right?
Yep.
Aurelion still is a mid laner, so you have the correct position, you can find the match. Alright, now there are mostly two builds running on Aurelion Sol. One of them is the Rod of Ages, the safer build on Aurelion Sol, and the other one is the Liandry one. What's good to know about Rod of Age, it's just simply a scaling oriented build which allows you to survive through burst, which usually means that you're generally gonna take it if you have like a lot of assassins, perhaps burst mages, where you need those extra resistances. Now, these days, more than often, people go Liandry on Aurelion Sol. In fact, that's the most popular item just because his damage been nerfed in the past, and to make up for it, people more than often go for Liandry because he got so much dot damage. Um, Most of the times, your runes should be Arcane Comet with Mana Flow Band, and then, of course, you can take Absolute Focus because cooldown is not too great in Aurelion Sol, and Scorch if you wanna play for the early game. Then secondary, usually you want to take biscuits and magical footwear, but again, depends really on your matchup. It's very matchup dependent of what you want to get per game.
So let's see. Is this?
Usually, as I noticed, like the rank on Aurelion Sol player does go for Comet, Mana Flow Band, Absolute Focus, Scorch, Biscuit Delivery, Cosmic Insight, two Adaptive Forces, and uh, you can ban something like Yasuo or anything that smashes your champion's head, right? Irelia, stuff like that. Stuff like that. Okay, you can pick your Aurelion Sol for now. Just pick your Aurelion Sol. And when it comes to runes, you can take pretty much two types of runes. You can take Comet or you can take First Strike into Kiana. I would highly recommend you to actually just take Comet. We kind of want to play in the early game. So click on the first one. Click on the first one. Yeah, that one. And go to Inspiration. Go to Inspiration. And in this matchup, I would highly recommend you to get Biscuits and Cosmic Insight. And instead of Transcendence, you should get Absolute Focus and Armor Runes. It's the last one, last one. That's the Absolute Focus. And get Armor. You have a Armor Runes, the small one, down, 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 downwards. That under that, on that one. Save this. And you should also take Exhaust, because just don't think too hard how to use the TP. You're gonna use Exhaust when Kiana audience you at level 6, you know. Um,
Yeah, I've died a lot early.
Thing is, like, you don't even know how to use TP, so you might just not take it, you know. We just play with Exhaust Barrier, ignite something, you know. I would just tell people just don't bother with TP if you're lower rank.
Mm.
Because more than often you want to have some early game power, because people are non-stop fighting anyways, and the outcome of a low elo game is also very dependent on mid early game, you know. So just like emphasize on that as much as possible. Okay, so how do you see this
Uh,
Kiana matchup? What's your current goal in this matchup?
Mordekaiser. No wait, mid.
You're facing Kiana mid, Kiana is mid.
Kiana. Oh wow, she's gonna hurt me.
So what's your thought process about Kiana?
Just farm without dying until I get 1250 gold.
So level 1 you can hard pressure her, you should E-start. Level 1 she cannot do shit to you. Level 2, same thing, she can't do much about you. Maybe she gonna get a Q poke in, but not much. And at level 3 you gotta be careful with your spacing, which usually means that early on, after level 3, you gotta go for some E pokes, very short Q pokes, but we can't fully commit in a fight because she has a strong all-in into us, right? So after level 3 you're gonna play very, very defensively, mostly gonna aim to CS. If she has no E up by chance, or if she uses one of her Ws, that's one of our openings to go for a trade. Um, Ooh, it's checks mid actually. That's surprising. Okay,
That's gonna be.
that's gonna be rough as well. So level 1, again, we can fight him, we can poke him, you can E-start. But level 2, you're gonna just play very defensively out of his E range. Because he does actually smash you in his QE range.
At least he doesn't have ignite.
No ignite at least. That's a good thing to watch out for. Okay. So in here, you actually just want to start with your not that. Just get a M tome. Just get an M tome, and you're building towards the book, and get a potion. A potion, red potion, red potion, red potion. Get a potion,
Oh yeah,
a potion that
yeah.
heals you. 50 gold. It costs 50 gold. It's down. That
There.
one. And walk to mid lane. Walk to mid lane. Mid lane. That's mid lane. Yes, good. Now you're building towards Leandri. You know Leandri, right? The mask.
Of course, of course.
The mask. Okay. So now you wanna hover upwards, walk upwards towards raptors. So the enemy team doesn't invade that side. Raptors are upwards. Yeah, that one. Okay. So you're just gonna sit in here and observe if the enemy team is invading this area or if the enemy jungler is trying to steal your jungler's top side. That's all you're gonna do in here. You can e-start, just press Ctrl E. Yeah, like that. Jax's Z has like approximately as much range as your basic attack, so it's kind of like we got to play really defensively, and hopefully Jax is one of those low elo players that plays all the time safe. Okay. So in here, aim to go for a basic attack on the E. E him, E him, E him. Okay, good. We got a decent poke on him. But let him just shove, don't try to shove the wave, let him shove, because he's dominating in the early levels. So just play defensively. Apparently this guy is smarter than I thought. He Q started, not E started. That's fine. Because now you're just gonna like last it and allow him to shove, because this is low elo. He's gonna non-stop shove, so you want to last hit the minions with your E. You're gonna get star seeds, you know. So hit kill as many minions as possible. It's not the best E angle, because you could bang at the smaller ones as well. Walk away, you're gonna get two. Walk away, walk away. Yeah. So on the second wave, the first melee minion that he kills gives him level 2, you know, so that's dangerous. Now in here you're under tower, you can look for an E. E basic attack him. Okay. Keep basicing, hold the wave like that. Yeah, good, well played. You just want to be under tower in a position where you kinda get to poke, but at the same time he can't all in you, you know, so this is your preferred position into a champion like Jax. By the way, never use biscuits like that. You want to use only biscuits when you're low on mana and HP, because they give more healing and more mana depending on how low your current mana and HP is. So never use it when you're 50% on mana and HP. It's not worth. In here, we can just E him, pressure him with E, pressure him with E, press E. You pressure him by pressing the ability, yeah, good. Don't W in because we don't win these. Flash out, flash out, flash out. Flash out. Q him, maybe you're gonna get him? Oh wait, it was part of your plan. Okay. Get as many CS as possible. Yeah, just hit these minions.
So this is usually where I have my first death.
Yeah. So you never W in into Jax unless he's turbo low on HP. Bruisers generally just smash you in an all in, you know. Ping your jungler to shove this wave. Let's gonna recall. Actually he shoves the wave if Nunu ganks us, but no he doesn't. We cannot bleed on this. We're just gonna recall. You already got the first blood, you don't have to get the wave right now. If you don't know what Havari, we could get it, but we have no TP now, so. You can also get boots.
So
You can get boots. You don't need tier.
yeah.
So walk mid lane, walk W mid lane, W mid, press W as long as possible. Okay, good. Even now, don't ever W into Jax even if you have an A item advantage. You need to poke him down severely until you all in with W. Usually into mages you can W all in, but into Jax you can't really. So ping your Nunu, ping your Nunu, ping your Nunu. Walk in, walk, 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 walk. Keep walking, keep walking. Q him, it goes through his W, W. Now we can W because Nunu is here. He queued a little early, I believe.
Yeah.
I think you weren't committed in time with your W, I think, and with your Q.
Yeah.
So it could be just push the wave, we push the wave, we care about pushing. Now check Mordekaiser's HP, move your camera on top lane.
It's pretty low.
Look bot lane, go bot lane, go bot lane, go bot lane. Your jungle is going bot as well. Make sure to use your W when you're close enough. Keep walking, keep walking. Nunu is going as well, he's gonna collapse too. Ping the Nunu, ping the Nunu. I don't know what's Nunu doing. I think he's cutter scrapping or something. Focus Saya. Fly to Saya, fly to Saya, Saya, Saya. Yeah. Q. Good, 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 good. Okay. Right. The ward, at least you can provide some. Oh, you know what? This one just ward this Drake. You need to ward this Drake. That Scutter Scrap doesn't actually provide vision on the Drake. It's just a bait, you know. The enemy jungler could sneak it meantime, no recast, because the guy will probably recast soon, you know. Uh, Again, just last hit. Jack still smashes us in an all-in, so we cannot do much about him. He's gonna E-poke. Use your E to poke him. Yeah, like that. Like, you can get some Qs off on their tower, but you can't really all-in him. Yep, just let him shove. It's fine. Kill the minions so we get it, yeah. Oh, aim to use your ability. One basic, one basic. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So, we're gonna stay for this wave. We can just queue the wave and we can get it. We can get it because Finnish Codex gonna give you mana, you know, at your level up. EQ the wave, EQ the wave, wipe the wave with your abilities. You gotta wipe this wave. Danger ping bot lane or just SS mid because the guy is missing. It could be bot lane, it could be top lane, we don't know. So just wanna pull a recall for now. You get your Finnish Codex, that's the other book for Liandry. That one, yeah. You can wait at Inzibit and just buy the item. Don't get anything else because we don't have money. We're broke, so we're just gonna get like Finnish. Yeah. Oh, you didn't buy it. Yeah, now you have it, okay. Okay. So we're getting stronger and stronger. We're gonna shove mid and rotate there. We're gonna ulti in and we're gonna kill them. Time to shove this way. Right to push the wave. Yeah. Keep pushing the cannon. Don't even step up like this. You actually get smashed by the jacks. Oh, I think the Q was a bit early on the cannon, huh?
Yeah, I didn't.
Your bot lane seemingly can handle the situation. Yeah, don't bother, don't bother, don't bother. Yeah. Ping the Nunu. You can kill him in two. Now you can actually look for an E and a Q. Yeah. Okay. Again, make it a habit that you don't use your biscuit so early. You gotta be low enough. Oh, well. Okay.
Can I share it?
It's not shareable till level 11. That's not shareable right now. Ping the danger, ping the. No, he gonna flash on you. Walk away, walk away, walk away. W away, or don't. Apparently, this guy doesn't flash on you. Just Rika right now. You don't care about him. Just Rika right now. It's a bit risky, honestly. You don't get here. Just aim to get just nothing. Maybe a control ward you could get with nothing really. You wanna walk towards Herald, pink Herald for Nunu. Do we have a top prio though? Where is top lane? Top lane is coming soon. Or Brand could then come to Herald as well. Swags back to bot lane. You know what? For now, let him take the red and take your get the mid wave until he takes his camps. Get the mid wave, and then we can look for something on bot lane. Just E the wave, E the wave, E the whole wave, E the whole wave, E whatever you can in that wave. EQ the wave, and we can look bot lane for something until you arrive. Bot your ult will be up. So that's all we can get off for now. Because Nuno wants to recall, he doesn't want to get Herald. So we... Oh, they're not smart enough, you don't have to worry about wards. You can blast on over, ping your teammates because for some reason they don't know you're here. Ping your teammates like that, yeah. Commit, W in, W in, W in. All in him, all in the Lulu. It's fine, you got a flash. Q. Good. Keep queuing, queuing, Q. Don't. Ah, no, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. It's bad to disengage. Okay, so they wasted everything pretty much. Flashes, ults. You pretty much saw everything, right? You wanna walk mid lane, you don't wanna recall in here. You don't wanna recall, walk mid, walk mid. Put a point in your E, just like that. You're gonna fly under tower. I don't wanna fly here because he put all in you. Let's hope he's not smart enough. Going, 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 going. Ooh, you got the assist, right? Yeah, you got it. Good. Now get the wave, get the wave. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he was dead.
Look up, look up. Kiana is fighting Moon, so we could actually inter. No, Mordekaiser is around. Wait,
It's actually kind of hard to check minimap
wait.
for
Malphite is coming.
Q.
Going in. Now W in, W Q in. Keep. Hover the Mordekaiser. Stay around Mordekaiser. I was very early, but I think you still got him. Yeah. Yes, nice. Nice, you still got him. Pretty much we just wanna like pick up these minions and recall. Just recall, get your Leandry. Don't walk anywhere. Just recall. Walk away and recall, yeah, just like that. Okay. Now we're just looking to fly mid lane, get our wave. Honestly, at this point you can actually kill Jackson on all, and if he gives up his EA, you can actually kill this Jax.
Right.
Can you check his items? Can you press tab? He doesn't have much. Doesn't have much.
No ammo.
Okay, I guess you misclicked. Okay. Oh, it's a bit unlucky. Kill him, kill him. Q, put a point in your Q, disengage. Or we got him anyways.
They
It's
killed
just,
him.
yeah. Remember how I said it, as long as he has no E, we can kill him, but he had E still there.
Yeah.
So y'all linked him and he had easy up, because it wouldn't be a 1-for-1. That's the ability he cancels your stand with.
Mhm. Yeah,
So,
I know.
so
The
first of all,
stand
it
skill.
has to be like sort of baited out, or he can use it on the wave, then you can all in him.
Yeah. Like when you're supposed to do nothing, just wait.
You can go
Or
for
do
like
something.
short trades with your E or short trades with your Q, but they have to be extremely short.
Yeah.
And it's just really it's really a champion. You got to be very patient.
But yeah, I keep falling under in farm because I'm.
But not a big deal. It's not a big deal because we accomplished many things. Yes, it's not everything. We can keep on our gameplay with shoving and roaming. That's your general thing in low elo. We can go top lane. Exactly, we can roam top lane. We can roam top lane. Look, he gonna possibly escape. Look, let's see if we can do something there. Yes, we can. We can. Without you, he wouldn't be able to kill the mortar. Just fly in and kill him. Kill. Good. 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 Get the wave. Get his wave. Get his wave. The wave. The wave. Yeah. Kill the wave. Yeah.
How do I want to prioritize
You
killing
you
skills
get
here?
the plates. So here's the thing, like CS is not everything, cause you see, like you left your mid lane CS, but you got the top lane wave and you got the plate, right? You got the fly out. You can ult her. Oh, you don't have to. We can kill her without it. We have to ult. It's fine. We got her. Okay. Thought Malphite gonna commit further, but apparently backed off. Okay. Well, it's safer. Like it's safer what you did. It's totally fine, actually. Okay. So now we just wanna maximize out our damage, which means right now we wanna get your Sork shoes, and then we can get Rally's Crystal Scepter.
Okay.
Rally's, that's the Rally's Crystal Scepter. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna walk mid lane, get the control bar.
This one?
You can get the far side as well. Yeah. You can just fly mid lane, pick this guy up. Like low elo is all about like shoving and roaming more than often, honestly. If you can
What do
keep
we get
what?
distracted whenever we think about roaming?
So quite often you got to ask yourself some questions before you roam, as if you shove the wave, for example, if possibly the enemy mid lane could counter gank it, what's the gank setup of your own bot laners, for example, or what kind of escapes do they have. Like I wouldn't make you to roam on top lane or on bot lane, say if they had like a Tristana bot, that guy is just gonna W away, you know. But Saya has no Tristana W, right? So it really depends on like what kind of escapes they have also, you know. Otherwise, sometimes you're just gonna waste your time and lose CS, you know. It's like dependent on many factors. Just kite upwards because people could collapse on you close to this bush. You gotta walk a bit more upwards. So it's harder to collapse on you out of nowhere, you know. Okay. You can just hover dash, stay around dash. People will collapse on dash, and that's what we can just like counter. Ping your Nunu to come mid lane. We gotta ask for help right now. Then we can fight. Without help, we are not gonna fight in here. Oh, look downwards. We can all in that him. We can all in him. Go in. Hey, good ult, well played. Okay, we picked her up. That was easy. You shouldn't really give up your fly right now like this. You can kill the wave. Shouldn't be able to kill you, honestly.
Oh, I have exhaust.
You can just eat the wave. Oh, that was a decent spacing from you. I would just walk away because he stat checks you. Yes, divine. You got to fly. Fly, fly.
Ah, fuck it.
I think it's fine because he picks it up. It was a bounty, but at least he picked it up, you know. Can wait for random tome.
I guess I wanna use
Two other.
E on all the
Yeah,
big monsters.
yeah. So when the Jax engages on you, you got to be a bit better with your E spacing, you know. And like in there, you gave up your W, you know. I think you didn't have your W up in time to disengage from his grasp, and that just kind of sucked. You forgot to buy them, Tom. Don't worry about that now. I'll just get it. I guess we have time for it. We have time for it.
Blue buff would be nice.
You can just leave a ward at the Drake, then we can go for the mid wave. Yeah, just like that. We can team fight this if our team is coming. For now, we're just gonna care about the mid wave. We don't win an all-in into him, so we're just gonna pick up the wave. The bruisers are into bruisers here, just kinda like don't win, you know. Okay, good. Look downwards, look downwards.
Igen, kiszedtünk egy nagy bőrdarabot, és csomó zsírkövetet, és az izomzathoz is hozzáfértünk.
Okay. Bring your team to do Drake.
Leválasztottuk a nemi szerveket
Do
védő
this, yeah.
réteget.
Good ward. Does Malphite have TP or Ignite in your team? Pink is TP. He possibly has to TP soon. This pink is TP, so you raise his awareness that he can TP to this Drake if he's needed. Just like that.
Should I start with E or end with E? Because
Usually don't wanna E around Drake right now. You wanna keep it for the enemy team if they're collapsing, but I don't think so it's a big deal because they weren't coming anyways, you know. Right now. But usually I would keep it into the enemy team, you know. How much do you need, Leandri? No, Leandri, I mean Raleigh. Yeah, you have it. We're gonna recap for it, it's a big item. Yep, just gonna recap for it. Oh, we're gonna recap for it and pretty much just rotate for the bot wave, get their allies, and we're gonna rotate bot. We can even get a control art for the next objective.
what did you say now?
You can get Zanye, honestly, we wanna go defensive. Our team is stacked with damage right now, so... Like, we have a lot of damage in general, it just will lack the defensive stats. Someone will def that, I suppose. Malphite can rotate there, Ash can rotate there, so you don't have to bother. For now, we can just sit down and get the bot wave, of course.
Get them stacked. So how much is like a good number?
There's a bar, you see upper on your ult. There's like a bar, if that's filled, right? Then it means you get the empowered ultimate.
A bar.
There's a, no, there's a bar on top of your ult, the icon, you see.
Oh, yeah.
If that goes up, you get the empowered ult. You got the CS for that. You gotta get the star seeds. And when you get the star seeds, you gonna... Good poke. Okay. You can fight this. Night flashes, whatever. Pick up the Heraldon. We have the Herald, we got a disengage just 4 men, so we don't bother with 4 people right now. No, don't even try it. We don't have reinforcements right now. So we pick up the jacks. We pick up the jacks. Double. No, don't W. It's too risky. You're gonna die there. Now we can EQ. Nice. You don't walk into Mordult. Don't walk into Mordult. If you walk, Mordult gonna ult you. Okay. No, walk away. Mord gonna. Okay. Was a decent flash on your part. And we are out. Okay. Get the stopwatch, get an Emptome, and that's all you wanna do, honestly, for now. Okay. You want to get the bot wave, you want to get an empowered ultimate before the Baron spawns, you know? And you gotta use it wisely, you know? Because it takes some time to gain enough amount of Stardust to empower that ultimate, right? So you have to use it very efficiently. Okay. You can foresight in the Tri-Brush up, or you know, that's where they could possibly collapse on you there, yeah. That one. And you can just like eat the wave, EQ the wave, and leave the area. Zara megint itt van. Okay, so right now just ping your team to be around Baron. You don't have to do it. We can collapse on KTR fighting, I suppose. We can collapse on them. Keep walking. Look for a W. Keep looking. Cameron Jax. No, no, he died. Okay, it's fine. Ult him. Ult. He baited the ult. Good. And no gonna pick him up. I suppose. We got stunned. Okay.
Unlucky.
Good thing is it wasn't an empowered ult.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Már 10 órája úton voltak, amikor át kellett hajtani a parter területén. Ahol kedvelik az idegenek.
It's not really worth. We can't kill him. That's the thing. He's gonna beat both of you guys. Don't bother with him for now. He's gonna go with them. You see his items. He got the Rift Maker. He got the Spirit Visage. Work stress. He just checks us.
Már tudják, hogy külföldiek vannak a teherautók. Itt nem szívesen futnánk bele.
Just try to get the control ward off in the Baron pit. We kind of wanna see, no, just stick around Baron because they're possibly doing it, and your team could cancel it if you poke them away. Eat the bush. The bush. Where Mordekaiser walked. Oh no, they're not there anymore. Just ward. Control ward the bush. The Baron, my bad. Okay, we're just gonna recall for now. We know for sure that they're not doing Baron, so we have vision over it, right? You wanna recall? But at the same time, look on mid lane in case they are fighting, because then we can look for a W. If your teammates are fighting, we gotta stay. Just stay, honestly. If your teammates are fighting, we gotta fight as well in here. Just try to exhaust him and try just Zanye. Again, even stopwatch. My bad. W out. You can W out. Whatever. Okay.
No, yeah, I misplayed inside the round.
I think it's okay. Because we still picked up 3 kills, right?
Tax is a threat.
Nem akarok bajba kerülni. Azt szeretném, ha mi tehet.
I'm gonna def it, I suppose, and your teammate's gonna take the drag. Alright. So.
Elég jól látni, hogy kitakozik a partner, és senkinek.
Did he say something?
Már oda kellett volna érniük. Ha még sokáig húzódik az utazás,
Nice. So, get the start seed going. We can get this grump, of course, it's fine, and we wanna get the bot save, get the bot wave. We gotta stack up our star seeds on our ultimate, of course.
azonnal
You can get the
cselekedni
next save for now.
Valahogy
Get the
ezt
next
sorra
save. How much you need to
kerítjük.
Zanyi? Check how much you need for Zanyi right now. Just click on the shop.
Muszáj tovább menni.
Oh, what happened?
El kell jutnunk az
I was there. I think you flied in, but you kinda
A
didn't.
veszélyes vállalkozás volt megelőzni a sort
Yeah, I
a
don't know what
fegyveres
happened there.
bandidák és katonai rendőrök jelenlétében.
Check how much you need for your item for Zanyi. Just press P. Press P.
Pár perc múlva
Yeah, wait, you can get the next save and then we can
szöveget
recall. We could also like get the bot tower. No, we're gonna get the bot tower now. We don't care about that. Get the wave and possibly the tower if nobody defends. Everybody's topside, so you don't have to worry too much. Except if someone shows up, we're gonna fly away. That's not in range, by the way. Keep walking, get the tower. Okay, we don't get the tower then. Okay, we are just gonna recall for Zanyi. And that's all. Okay. Next item is most likely void stuff. Let me just think a little bit. I mean void stuff because they have a Jax and the other guy stacks him all right. The other tank. Don't face checklist, they're gonna be there. Okay, he's flying. I gotta be really careful with around these bushes. They're really dangerous right now.
I figured they would be either here or here.
You got the like far side that bush. Nearby, behind the Baron pit there is a small bush nearby that wall. That's where we need to have vision. There, yes. It could be a bait. I think he's dead. Okay. Just get the top wave. We need to stack up our star seed. Get the top wave and we can look for some Baron fight if Nuno doesn't die. A big if, I guess. We're just gonna play for the tower then, we don't care about them. Maybe danger ping them. Get a wave. You gotta exhaust him when he all-ins you. Kill him? You would just get some extra poking, but it's fine if you can kill. We can fight him, we have Zanyi. He has no ult anymore. Gonna recap play for the team. Yeah, so you gotta communicate it off that you're just like collecting your star seed right now and you're not looking to fight until it's not stacked. You can kill Jax. Stay for... do you get him? Oh yeah. You get void stuff, type void stuff, void stuff. It's called void stuff. This one? Yeah. Okay. So don't forget to press Zanyi in teamfights. So usually when you get your star seed up, then you are looking for a team fight. Before, not really.
Teljesen elérzékenyültem. Mert most már biztonság.
Yeah.
És a
Familiar
lét
to
meg
that.
az úszás jót tesz. Helyrehozza a meret.
So Nuno died again before Baron.
Sok gyógyszert is kapott.
You just wanna get the mid wave, then you can maybe poke them away from Baron. That's what you can try to do at least. Or do we go top lane? We wipe the mid wave and we are playing with our teammates. Yeah. Just wipe the mid wave with your EQ and just go towards Mordekaiser. Go towards top lane. Look for a W and an ult. Keep looking. Oh, just look. Oh, we don't have E. It's a bit bad.
Óriási erőfeszítésbe került egyetlen állam. A gond az, hogy 60 hivatéren készítő van.
Usually don't care about the more except maybe like QSS into Mord's ult so he doesn't smash you in his ultimate, but other than that we don't wanna get too much of that.
Az elmúlt napok eseményei világossá tették, hogy csak egy összehangolt, több millió dolláros befektetés segítségével lehetne megoldani a teljes populáció igaztalanítását.
Yeah, that's the thing, like you gotta play really safely around his ult. Your Q has way longer range than his ult range. His ult range is similar to like a Grapes auto attack, you know? It's not too long.
különben elszaporodtak.
300 maybe.
Yeah, something like that. It's not too long.
A kolumbiai emberek
Just see him. Either Saya. Good. We got 16. Perfect. Put a point in your R. Can we do something with the guy, or do we just scale kill? We can't do much with the guy right now. You can control the Baron. You can control the Baron, get the mid wave.
Oh,
You can even do it, honestly. Like, we could try to do it. Never mind. Never mind.
Amíg nem változik a törvény, vagyis nem lehet leölni őket, addig az ivartalanítás az egyetlen megfelelő alternatíva. De addig is, Kolumbia vízilovai itt maradnak velünk.
Gonna pick up this blue, of course. Can pick up this blue, yes. Hey, just stops it moving. What the hell is the T? The guy is trying to walk and he's kinda not walking. Okay.
200 years.
We don't win a duel into him, sadly, so we're just gonna eat the wave and that's all we can do. You don't have to queue at all, because they will die to date, except the next wave, of course. The next wave you can queue, that's fine, but they die to your E, you know, just does so much damage. Get these minions, and recap for Void Stuff, because you need to be around Baron. Now we actually deal damage. No, get Void Stuff for now. For now we get Void Stuff. You're gonna wait for that 10 gold, of course. Oh, well, your teammates are again fighting when you're... You know what, so this got to be a new habit for you, like aim to ping your teammates away from forcing when you want to get your star seeds, you know? Or when you're rotating for a wave. Because often they're fighting for no reason. Try to yield. Go for an yield, try something. Yeah, good. Don't fly. E, look for an E. Kill the guy. Nice. Did like Void Staff gave you a big damage boost? Yeah. We still can fight Mordekaiser. He's just like a mental blockage, you know? Just E him and Q him from a long distance. Well, fuck. Walk away from his body. The red dot is Mordekaiser. You gotta walk away from his body because he's gonna kill you. W out. You were a bit slow on that W. Yeah. Just use it earlier then. Just use it earlier than he is, you know? Right now you wanna get Rabadon finisher as a finishing item. Or you can actually go QSS as well if you feel like you're getting mentally blocked every time by the guy.
It's always fun to nope him out of the...
It's usually not recommended over Rabadon, that's the thing, but this guy always fools us, that's the issue. I mean, we got to play around his ult, his positioning, and mainly focus the squishes. That's the issue, like your damage gonna severely fall off without Rabadon, that's what I think of. So it's kind of like we got the AoE and sort of avoid the Mordekaiser, or you can actually play around his ult if you don't W in like you usually do. So for example, if Mordekaiser is there, if he ults you fly through a wall and he can't follow you anymore, you know. So I would actually not really recommend you to go QSS and go for Rabadon because we can actually play around his ult. It's just like we got to be more patient on our Ws, you know. Because like if he ults you, just fly through a wall, he can do nothing about you, you know. So it's really all about like using cautiously your of course your abilities like your W, and also it's all about like spacing his ult, and again like you got to sidestep his E, you know, which is like very sidesteppable in general. Okay, you can fight this if people are in position. Keep your camera on your teammates. Look what they are doing. Walk. Good. Ult. Oh, you don't have the Zanya, honestly. Okay. Was a little bit early, because maybe it would bait him into dying, you know. But look to fly. Look to W. Keep looking. Look for an ult. Not really a good angle. You know, just recall and get your rod. Recall and get your rod, because it's gonna be a Drake fight. Yeah. Are they fighting though? No. Yeah, so make it a bit when you're recalling or side laning, just danger ping them so they don't force, because we kind of have to reset for our items and just to gain some HP back. Okay. We can't contest, we don't have smite. Just don't even bother. We're just looking to scale and that's all we can do. We're gonna get the next bot wave, but sadly we can't do much about them. I would just E this wave, EQ the wave. Oh, we got the walk away, he gonna ult you again. Yep, just gonna walk away. Ult him? Ult? Yeah, I think you're challenging too much the enemy Mordekaiser, you know?
Oh, well, he was gunning for me. And there comes the rest of the party. Well, yeah, I have some decent early laning, but then I kind of...
The issue is you didn't play around the Mordekaiser too well, you know? I think you got caught by too many E's, you know, from him. Then he also got ulted here and there. It's something you got to understand that it's a specific champion you got to play around, you know? You have time for one more game. Or you want to watch the replay of this one? What do you want to do?
I don't know, what do you recommend?
You could watch the replay and see your you can see look at your like mistakes. Which server do you play on? I can share my screen. I even got an epic pen so I can draw on the screen. EU ne?
EU West.
EU West, okay.
EUW.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen and okay.
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sorry, I accidentally closed the entire thing instead of just me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Show me, Sensei.
Okay, I'm gonna log in on one of my EU West accounts right now.
Yeah, I have the same password.
Damn, I revealed it.
8 stars.
So. Okay, so what was your in-game name? Let me check it again. What was your in-game name?
Viremo. Viremo.
Yeah.
V-I-R-E-M-O. Single V, like Vi.
Viremo, okay, so let's look at this Aurelion Sol game in here.
I guess I should watch some high-level solo players as well.
Yeah, that's also like very important to watch if you're looking to improve. So in here in laning phase, as I said, you just play safe. There's not much to say about this one. You played safe, you pretty much CS. There was like one big misplay where you W'd in, you thought you win against Jax. The truth is you don't really win into bruisers. In fact, you can't like W in when there is a minion wave that they can't cover into because they're gonna just walk in between the minion wave and you can't kill them anymore and they just kill you, you know. So this was a bit of a bad all-in on your part. Right? Soon you will level 3 all-in him. This is just bad because in here he could really easily like just cover himself. Right? So it was like you got the kill, but it wasn't because like you played insanely, you know. It's just like Jax just instead, you know. Okay, now whereas let's just keep forward. As I said, your laning phase is just shield, you recall, you give up some CS of course. There's not much to do because no pet at top lane. But you got your item of course. We tried to so in here you did a mistake, right? In here you queued before you were even in Q range, you see. So look when Nunu is about to collapse, right? Watch, watch. Nunu is here, right? He's looking for a W. And my problem is the way you eat, you know. and the way you queued. So in here you don't wanna like lock yourself in one place and get the wave. When Nunu is around and he wants to collapse on the Jax, right? He's in his snowball. You want to actually just advance forward, you know, and look for an all-in with your E and Q on him, you know. You don't want to lock yourself in one place, so you shouldn't just walk forwards in here. And you know, in here the collapse would be much more smooth, you know. So in here you should then already cast your W as well, because obviously you're gonna jump to this ward because he's Jax. And you were a bit slow on like engaging because you were stuck on the minions, and in here you Q too early. Because like your Q just does no damage, you know. You need to Q when you're exactly in the range, you know. Because in here I think the Jax would be dead, you know, if you didn't get like stuck on the wave. It just the issue was that you couldn't connect your Q on him just because you were out of position. So we already know what happened in here. You got stuck on the wave, you wasted your E on the wave. Then we didn't W in time, then we Q'd too early. Okay, it's fine. And so that's about it about this play. You shove the wave, that's great. Nunu tries to force it, nothing happens. Let's just keep forward.
Did I take the tower?
You got one plate, I think, right? Or what did you say?
No, I got a half a plate.
Yeah, you got half a plate.
Auto it once.
Yeah, you got half a plate.
Yeah, but should I auto it to make sure, like?
You get a half a plate, as you said. You didn't really get much. And so in here you should ban like advance forwards. He gave up his, you know, he's kinda low. But the thing is we're kinda low on mana. 55 mana per sa. Now we're just gonna run out of mana apparently, yeah. We're gonna run out of mana.
This was really.
So in here we're just, yeah.
Steer.
Ideally in here you could ban like shove as I said, but in here you wanted to recall. In here I told you to shove because in one minion you get the lost chapter mana, and then you can wipe the wave with your abilities, you know. Okay, nice. And in here,
I should wait longer with my E.
yeah, it really gives you the stardust, you know, and also like it helps you to clear the wave. Okay, so in here we are flying out of the base. Then in here you're looking for bot. As I said, you could man look for bot roams. It's just they were already dead by the time you got to shop, you know. So then it just wasn't like a play anymore. So in here you queued a little early, lost the cannon. Okay, and now yeah, in here I think he wanted to ward the Drake or something, but then he walked back. I'm not sure. Let's get your team. Yeah, this was a bit badly spaced by you, right? Like, as I said, he smashes you as soon as he jumps on you, so that's what you got to be very careful with. In here you had like a little bit of a spacing issue. Look. Right, see this? So we cannot really do this, so you can only touch him with like a little bit the tip of your Q, get the comet proc on him, but like a fully charged up W you can get ever on him, so against matchups like this you can just get like a teensy bit of a Q poke, maybe an E poke on them, but there's not much you can do, you know, just the type of matchup. And in here I think you just overreacted this, so I think you should just ult or exhaust, but don't use both of them, you know. And your ult was a bit mispositioned if you noticed, you know. I can hear you mispositioned a little bit your ult. Because you got to like recognize that your ult has like a cast time, you know. And there's like a time until the meteor arrives, you know. So you could bang at possibly a Q on him, you know, and a ult, which doesn't mean he would die, but maybe he would be forced to recall in here, you know. Yeah, I mean, as soon as he jumps, you should E under yourself, space out of his E, then you can look for a Q, you know, but you can't really like fight him in general. Like there are some outplay patterns, especially when you have more speed on your W, you can fly out of his E, of course, if he charges his E and jumps on you, but um, usually you don't want to like upfront fight him, as I said. Okay. Hmm. You get the wave. And in here, as I said, you were looking for a bot dive. In here, I wanted you to fly in and focus the Lulu, which you did, uh, and she flashed, right? So in here, there's not much to say. She just flashed your ult, right? Um, then what happened? You were trying to get something done, but sadly they have too many protective abilities, so we can't really kill them. We can't really fly in. We don't even have W, so we just walk back mid. Okay. So the guy gets killed. In here I wanted you to commit, maybe look for some type of fight. And sadly, so in here you don't have to fly in, you know, that's what I didn't really like. Because Mordekaiser was around, so you're gonna just Q, and when Mordekaiser ults you, you W through the wall, you know. And so more than often what you did, you gave up your W, you flied into Mord, then you got just ulted by him and stat checked, so... So in here, like you saw Mord, right? Like it was on the map, he's in the bush, right? So in here we can look for long range Qs, you know, maybe on Mord, maybe on the other guy, Kiana, but even when you're pressing Q, you gotta also watch out for his E, because as soon as he is, you gotta click away, you know, to sidestep it. Otherwise, it's gonna be pulled, you know. So in here, we're not allowed to like W in, you know. Let's see. Now in here, of course, he ulted the Nunu, so he got the Nunu kill, but if he ulted you, then he would die, you know. So it's like, it really depends who he chooses, you know, per moment. And in here, he just dies. It's like insane. Great. Now, let's move on from this play. In here you got killed, so how did you get killed in here? Yeah, so this was the exact time, if you remember, I told you can't kill him when he has no E, and you get some poke on him. This is not really ideal, you know? So in here you kinda, like, you need to space out, that's the thing, you know? Like, you don't Q into any melee champs until you're safely outside of their basic attack range, otherwise they just gonna all in you, you know? Because imagine if you were to Q when you were outside of his auto range. Just maybe he would live here. Probably he would, you know. So first of all, you need to space out. The tower is close by, which means he can't forever follow you, right? So what you should then do is just space out of his auto range. Maybe stay a little bit under tower. So if he Qs into you, the tower gonna target him, of course. And basically that's your outplay pattern, you know. Because in here we just get clapped. Yeah. Okay. And Yuri was a little bit badly used because I think you wanna keep Yuri, you know, when he dashes on you, right? Okay. Or you just like keep it a short trade, you know. Like what you could ban do in here, just keep it a short trade, which means you E in, you Q, and you wait until Yuri recharges, you know, and then we can maybe do something. So let's say in here you can look for a QE, just a short trade, then just walk out as fast as possible out of his Q range, right? And then we are looking for a fight when we have our E up again, you know. Okay, now let's move on from this fight. What else happened this game? What did you say?
No, I just asked if you do this. Like, is this what you do, like, whole time?
What do you mean the whole time?
Like, full-time employment?
Oh no, it's not a full-time job for me. I time to time get clients. I don't really do it full-time, of course. Previously, I used to work in a factory. for 6 months, and right now I'm pretty much just like looking for a job, of course. I I don't really no, I don't really do it right now full time. I wish I would, right? That would be great, right? But no, right now I'm not doing it for the full time. Before I used to work with teams where imagine I got paid like 8,000 euros per month, right? I mean, that's a lot. Now, you know what was the issue? It was 8,400 euro exactly. The issue was that the director scammed us, he didn't pay us, and the lawsuit is still going on. So there been like some dramas, some type of messy teams I've been in, so I couldn't really like find a proper team to coach. Sometimes, time to time, I still like looking for one, but now I'm just like pretty much like doing this type of individual coachings,
Yeah,
for solo queue players.
yeah, there's a lot of scammers in like the lower.
Oh, there is like a lot of scammer coaches, not only teams. Like the whole like esports team is very scammy because there are lots of directors that they want a professional league coach for their team, but for free, or you get barely paid. Like one team wanted to pay me like 40 like euro per month, right? While they don't even tell me how much do I exactly have to work for them. I was willing to give them an offer. I was willing to negotiate in some ways. But they didn't even wanted to take the negotiation. So yeah, I mean there are scammer coaches. Maybe you heard about the Jambo drama, right?
The Rainbow Jana?
No, no, the Jambo drama. Don't you know Jambo?
I don't know.
It's good you don't know him. He turned out to be a pedophile league coach. Uh,
Oh,
he turned out to be some type of pedophile league coach that used to coach Dantes. I don't know if you know the streamer. Tarzan was there, of course. The rank 1 player
I
exposed
watch
him.
that.
No, you're not really watching this Twitch culture, right?
I try not to.
Oh yeah,
Too perverted.
yeah, it's not for you. Okay.
Like I'm getting too old for that shit.
How old are you? Like 46 or
Oh my god. No, I am 36.
30? So yeah, actually, I coached the guy. He had actually the same age as you had in league.
Yeah.
Um, he had a brother. He was 46. His brother, of course, what he did. His brother works as a engineering teacher, right? He really enjoyed my teachings, and he brought the league coaching for his brother as well. He was a really jungle player. So they've been actually like older age like people that I did coach in here. Because a lot of times people want to improve in their 40s, 30s, on their gameplay, so that can totally happen. And in here the
Yeah.
issue was obvious, like just like Darkshist stat checker bruisers. He's 1-5. I know he's 1-5 and it looks like we are stronger than him, but it's a bruiser and we just don't win. That's how it works. Most of the bruisers you just won't win into, if you're all in them.
Push and roam.
So when you don't have W, when you have W, you can aim to outplay them, or maybe if you have ult. But like this, the issue is we don't have a ability to disengage. So in here, what you can do, you can cast your E. Meantime, you're getting stunned, which you didn't really. I guess now it did. Um,
That's my ult, I think.
Usually I don't want you to E like that. Most of the game you did E like this. Let me get the epic pen as well. So when you are escaping with any type of champions that have an AoE slow, don't ever E like this, you see.
Yeah.
You want to E like this, so it covers a wider area. So this is your escape pattern towards the tower, right? That's why you wanna like get an E like this, which increases the likeliness for you to just disengage possibly. Um,
Time with ult, I guess.
yeah. Okay. Or in here, the alternative to this is that you could fight Jack, but you need to be patient enough until Brand is in position, and then we can 1v2 him. But it's all about patience.
Yeah, but that's the kind of playstyle I want to have. To just farm, wait for ganks, push towers.
Yeah, so that's the thing about Aurelion Sol. You're heavy scaling oriented champion. It's
What?
like you're heavily scaling oriented as Aurelion.
Scaling, yeah.
So it's something like you're not supposed to turbo smash people early on. You have some early game power, but you just gotta understand that often you're gonna play around your teammates because it's a team fight oriented champion after all. You're gonna look for picks, but it's not always about like constantly fighting people. So you also gotta like practice like being patient, you know?
Mm.
Like a lot of mages are about patience, you know?
Yeah, I'm very bad at that.
Yeah, that's what you gotta work on, you know? Like constantly fighting is not really the way, you know? Especially on cooldowns. Like you can give yourself a simple rule, you know? If you have a W cooldown or if you have cooldowns, then you should aim to not like all in someone. That's a bruiser, right? Or from the other hand, there's like another rule you can give yourself. Even if you wanna fight a bruiser, you gotta get in some pokes first with your EQ, multiple rotation of those pokes, by the way, and then we can like look for an all-in. But not every champion gonna be like a Lux that you can all-in or another type of like Swain or whatever. Some champions you can totally all-in, you know, but bruisers are not the ones, assassins are not the ones, right? So you just gotta know like your matchup limitations, of course. So you got kind of like have to make a list in your own head. Like these champions, it's fine if I all in them. These champions, if I all in them, they gonna whoop my ass, you know. Okay. So in here we wanna force this Drake. Of course you're doing it. So again, there's not much to say. We are just getting the Drake. Now I think the main issue in mid late game is now that you're playing in low elo, often what's gonna happen, even if you ping your teammates, they will still force. So then you gotta play around them, of course. But if you can get some type of communication off with them, say you wanna recall for an item, so they should not force, or you wanna get like a side lane wave, then tell ping off your teammates. If that does not work, because you see like your teammates can be as impatient as you are, then you should follow up their play and hopefully you get the kill out of it, you know. Because System, for example, Perma likes to force non-stop if you notice this game, and that's what you gotta like sort of follow up, just join them, you know. Because if you are 11-22, of course you wanna force, but there are some situations where we just like wanna sit down and just kill, you know. Because it's really hard to assume that we lost this game when we were 11-22, you know.
I think my previous game was the opposite. We
Uh,
had really good stats, but we lost to a backdoor.
uh, okay.
We played around too much.
Yes, I feel like we can play really easily around like Malphite, right? Malphite ults in, you follow it up with your own ult. But apparently, as it seems like in Silver, people don't really like want to like coordinate in a team together. So I think you can like at max get like one wave on the side lane, but we gotta play around this type of engagers like Malphite, or if our like you see like these guys like to non-stop fight. So I would actually like just aim to tell you just play around them. You don't wanna like be mid lane like here, right?
Yeah.
You wanna shadow them, which means when they all in the brand, you can collapse on them with W, right?
Yeah.
But as I assume in silver, it's still, you know, like you don't wanna play for waves, you don't wanna play for side lanes. You just wanna play for shadowing, you know, or either like team fights if we win those, of course. If we have our ults up or Malphite has his ult up, we can look for a pick, whatever. But it seems like CSing non-stop in mid game. In mid game, it's bad if you are ahead, of course, and if you have this type of team comps with such a mentality, of course. Then we actually should look more for fights, right? So I need to rotate back to mid lane, as I said, and we are looking to do something. I think this W was a bit bad. Because as I said, like if Kiana engages on the dude and we are something like in here, we could have flying on the Kiana, you know, and then get a really good collapse on them, you know, because we are supposed to win this 2v2, you know. You see this like in here you started flying, I think, when you were around in here. I would just advise you in this type of situations when you win the 2v2, right? Don't go the safe way. Don't go under tower with your W. Just sit in here and just look for a W on them.
Okay.
Because in here we win the 2v2, you know. Brent has his ult up, you know, he has 280 AP, he's fed. Look how fat he is, you are fed, right? So what I would highly advise you to do in here when Brand is baiting with his body, look like even now Kiana is all in the Brand, right? So I kind of want you just to like walk around and play like a Nocturne, you know?
Yeah.
Just like kind of like all in them instead of like going for a safer W. And so, like, imagine yourself in this situation where you fly in, get an E off, get an ult off, you know, and we get at least one kill. The tower is close, so we just disengage in case Jax can kill us, right? We can even W out, so there's no biggie, right? But in here she had no W, right? So clearly, at least we would get her flash at least, right? So, and okay, so in here, what do we do? He flashes out, he gets exhausted, not much. You fly away, that's good.
Yeah, that rift was...
Ult was a bit bad. Sure is the guy had no snowball, you know. We still got like some value out of it, but it wasn't like the best ultimate. And in here Mordekaiser TP'd, so in here I don't like, you did this like, I think quite a few times you flied into Mordekaiser ult, I think, no? So he's not ulting you yet. Oh, he has no ult this time, But you stood inside of his Q range, right? So into some champions, like you hold your Q for a certain duration, but then you gotta cancel it and walk away. So for example, if you're not the best at sidestepping Mordekaiser's Q, in here he's not in range yet, you cast your Q on the Kiana, right? It took you some time to click with him, but you use your Q, right? And so when Mordekaiser is in range, at this point we gotta cancel it, you know?
Does it do AoE, or like do I have to get... kill the minions first?
You click away, and that cancels your Q, you know?
No, I mean like, my Q, is it hitting the minions now, or...
I think it's hitting Kiana, let me see it. Oh, I think it was hitting the minion, Oh, and I think you weren't even clicking on Kiana,
Yeah.
You got out, but it took us our flash, right? So, okay. What else happened this game? Saya versus Nunu. Where else do we have Spotlight? So again, in here, what happens? We fly in. We ult. So this ult was bad. So this was one of those very, very bad ults that can be game losing, you know? Watch. So you have your empowered ult. You gotta use it very precisely. You see, Malphite is not in position, right? So what you want to do, everybody needs to be in position, right? So the issue is that even if you ult the enemy team in here, if our team can't follow it up through the wall, then it's a bit wasteful, you know? There needs to be an upfront follow-up, you know? So we gotta wait like 5 seconds till Malphite arrives, right? And then there is a follow-up ultimate, which means that we can get like some picks like a Saya, like a Nunu, whatever. This was very early because as you can see, like it's only gonna catch Mordekaiser and Lulu can walk out of it, right? Lulu and Saya can walk out of it.
No.
And Mordekaiser doesn't even take damage from it because he's shielded. Right? Then the other issue was like you eat EQ team, then he ults you, I think, no? Yeah. Yeah. So, so that was the issue. So bad ultimate, walking into the Mordekaiser. You just gotta be patient on your ultimate till you get a good angle. Like this is a bad angle, right? This is where we only get the Mord, where we don't even deal damage into. So you gotta get something like this, you know? You gotta like position, like you gotta like wait until they are in a more exposed position to your ultimate, you know? But we can't ult someone that takes like no damage, right? It usually means like you, in here you should then walk downwards, they want to contest Drake, right? And then you're looking for a or an ultimate that hits multi-targets that are actually valuable to it, right? It's just like, there's like lots of wisdom into just like holding into your ult, you know? Because whether you use it or hold it, like when you hold it, it pressures a lot, you know? Even if you don't use it, it just does pressure a lot, you know, because they're forced to play in a different way. Like, for example, if you have your ult up, they might not even consider contesting Drake, you know? And then Drake is ours. Because of how powerful the ult is, you know? So we just keep our ult, and they take Drake. Now, of course, if they contest, we can kill them. And here you pick up the Lulu. Then here I said this could be possibly a trap, but if she's alone, that's fine. In here, you can see she's blast coning, and you should then layer your ult like this, you know? So you aggro the Baron, which aggroes on the Lulu, and you get the stun off, right? Is it a stun or knock off? I think it's a stun right now. Knocking up only if you have like enough Stardust, otherwise it's a stun, So, see, like the ult angle was bad. Now we still picked her up, which is like really great that you managed to pick her up. But if she didn't greed on the ward, in this position, then she would just walk away. So ideally you should ban like ult the Baron area where she's trying to escape with the Blastcon. Okay. So, moving on. Mordekaiser kills everybody.
Oh, so low. Mr. Jax.
Okay. Whereas did we go for a big throw? In here he died to Mord again. So what happened in here? I just rewatch it. Yes, I need to use your E too early, huh? And yeah, in here the same thing happens. Like you can poke him a bit with your Q, but then you gotta walk away. So you were a bit slow on doubling away or walking away, huh? Okay. Okay. You're recalling. And in here I kinda said you should stay because your teammates are fighting, but the issue is Nunu just gets one shot and we can't do anything about it, so we don't care right now. In here we're just deffing, probably like letting that Drake be, and in here some throw play happens as well. So yeah, you will go in with your WE. Don't really take too much use out of it. They're doing Drake as they should. Okay. W through the wall. Pick out the wave, and I think in here you did the same thing. You walked into the Mordekaiser, or you didn't? He didn't. Okay. This time you're fine.
For the next wave.
Yeah, I think this time you're fine. Okay. So this time you get caught. Okay.
Oh.
So you can also give yourself another rule, just don't queue into Mord unless he has no E. You can theoretically queue him and just damage him with the tip of your E and walk away. And that's like a poke you can get done. You get some Leandry proc on him, some Arcane Command, you get some chipping on him. But until he has E, he gonna walk in and he gonna E you. So for example, in here, you could get a Q on him, get a teensy bit of poke, get an E on him, then you gotta instantly walk away. But that's all you can do. So this type of champs like Pantheon, this type of champs like Zed and so on, like Mordekaiser, as soon as they are in range to cancel your Q, you're just fucked. Okay. So the Jax escapes sadly, we try to fight Mord does not die, Jax commits, Malphite ults in. And I think he did kill you. Yeah, he did kill you inside of his realm, yes.
Yeah, but like, can I kill him?
You can't kill him with these items. Like, this guy is too overfed. Generally, you can't kill him. The only way you kill him if he has no E and you're way above him. Like, you gotta be really fed. And it's like very specific, when you can kill him. It's dependent on like multiple factors. How much MR does he have? How fat he is? Does he have his E up or not? But generally speaking, he beats you most of the times. He beats you most of the times. That's how the matchup goes. Okay. So, do you have any other questions?
Oh, that was fun. I'm gonna try some more.
Okay, so you had a fun experience. I also clipped this video and I'm gonna post it on YouTube so you can rewatch it later. Maybe show it to your friends.
Hello.
And this is like if you don't remember something by chance, you can just like revisit this video and see what's going on.
Yeah, sure.
Do you have any other questions in here? Maybe if something I forgot to mention or something.
So should I jungle or like if I stick to mid and
I
play?
mean, Aurelion Sol is good enough of a champion for you to rank up now. I think it's still okay even after nerfs to play. Um, I would recommend you to play Aurelion Sol, especially if you enjoy him. Like one of the important things is just to find joy in your champion because you're playing for fun as well. You know, you're here to play for fun as well. And the thing is, the more you enjoy a champion, the more likely you wanna learn and further learn more about it. You know, so.
Play well.
Yeah, like it's all about like enjoying what you're doing first, and that means that you're just gonna be more likely improve on your gameplay than if you would just play something that's, let's say, better in the jungle but you don't enjoy it at all, you know. So I think you should like stick to Aurelion Sol mid. Probably the jungle has more impact than mid lane, but I think you should go off by just playing mid lane, playing your Aurelion Sol. You already have like a decent, you already get some decent games with Aurelion Sol, some experience with him, so just stick to him, honestly. I think that's the best for you.
TP.
What did you say?
No TP.
No, no, you don't play with TP. Like TP means that you got a think, and you should not do it. Not only because you gotta like focus more and think where to TP, where to use it. It's all about like you either take ignite, exhaust, maybe barrier, because we gotta be focused on our laning phase and on our early game. Because in low it's severely dependent. Like the game is very dependent of how well it does your early mid game go. You know. So if we can get like maybe a kill just because we had ignite, and we're gonna have twice as much ignites in the game than TPs, right? Like TP generally has more cooldown than ignite, then it means that we're gonna it's more likely gonna carry the game, you know.
Can I go flash ignite?
Yeah, you can go flash ignite. You should totally go flash ignite. It's kind of like what I tell top laners as well. Just play with ignite, play with ghost, whatever. And I think when you're good enough at the game and when you're high elo enough, you can go TP. But in lower ranks, it's not worth. I remember like last season or before, I even reached Grandmaster just by playing Ignite. So it's not that much. Like TP is not that much needed. Only in very high ranks, but in low elo you can get so many kills with Ignite. It's not that worth for you to go TP, you know. Probably like the only way you're gonna go like for TP if you're in a matchup where you can like do nothing, you can't really kill your opponent, but you're not facing an assassin either. Like into assassins you will take exhaust of course. But if you're in a very non-interacting scaling matchup, like maybe like Zilean, you know, something like that, you can take TP, where anything else is just not useful, you know.
I got banned, so I'm picking Lux instead.
You're gonna pick your Lux. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, if that's it from now, I gonna leave.
Yeah.
Have a nice
Thank
day
you.
then. Have some chill games.
Yeah. Take care, man.
And also, before I forgot to mention, I gave you the student rank. It just means that I coached you before, and there is a review section. If you choose, you can leave a review there. It just helps me with for future clients.
Yeah.
Yep, and have a nice day from now.